With the release of Natlan, we all thought that this was going to change everything and that this was going to be the most insane region so far, but that's not exactly what happened. In fact, now it seems like more and more people are getting tired of Genshin and more people are starting to leave the game. But why is that? Well, there are a lot of reasons for that, but the first thing that I want to talk about, which I think is also the biggest problem that Genshin has right now, is the fact that Hoyoverse completely ignores their own player base. For 3 years, we have been asking for artifact loadouts, for a skip button, for new endgame content, and all of these things, right? And they just completely ignore all of that. They keep adding some random shit that no one asks for instead of giving us what we actually want. And what really confuses me about that is the fact that we know Hoyoverse can do it. Just look at Zenless Zone Zero and Honkai Star Rail. Both of these games keep getting new improvements, new gameplay mechanics, and they get more free pulls. They listen to their player base. But when it comes to Genshin, for some reason they just refuse to do these things. And it has been like that since the release of this game. Before the Imaginarium Theater came out, we only had one single endgame mode the entire time, which was the Spiral Abyss. And the only reason they gave us another endgame mode after such a long time was just because of competition. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it. But even now, apart from these two game modes, there is nothing to do as an endgame player. Well, there are still things like world quests, but those are just not fun at all. Cause you spend like 2 hours talking to random NPCs and solving random puzzles that don't make sense, and all you get for it is like 20 Primo Gems. So something definitely has to change. Cause right now, all you can do as an endgame player is just log in, farm artifacts or something, and that's it. And then also, keep in mind, some domains are only available on some days, and you only have 200 resin for each day, so you need to be extremely careful about how you spend your resin, or else you're basically cooked. So when you compare that to other gacha games that are available right now, the gameplay experience of Genshin is just really bad right now. And honestly, this really hurts as someone who has been playing Genshin for so many years. Like, I love this game. But the way Hoyoverse is treating Genshin just really makes me sad. Because I know that they could very easily make this game a lot better and a lot more fun than it is right now. But as I said, for some reason, they just refuse to make the game any better. Now moving on to the next problem, the banner system and the way they are rerunning characters. There are so many characters in the game right now that some of these characters only get a rerun like once every year, while other characters get a rerun every 4 to 5 months. So some people have to wait more than a year just to get their favorite character. And this issue could very easily be fixed if they just gave us triple banners or something like that, but as always, Hoyoverse does not care at all. Another problem that drives a lot of people away from Genshin currently is the fact that they're not releasing enough male characters, because now we only get like 1 or 2 male 5 stars every region, which is way less compared to the amount of female characters. And I get it, it's a gacha game, so it's not anything new, it's not surprising, but male characters actually sell quite well. And as long as the male characters are actually cool, a lot of people will pull for them. So for those who like to pull for male characters, playing Genshin is just not really worth it anymore. Anyway, I don't want to drag this video out too much, so let me know in the comments how you feel about this, and as always, I wish you all a nice and wonderful day.